skills are super, super valuable, and you can just drop them all in at once. And then what I introduced the other day, I feel like it was kind of out of order now because I didn't know what I was going to be doing this weekend. Let me stop sharing so I can figure out how to get rid of that drawer that we have. Somebody is having fun drawing. We got in a post stream, and I taught you guys how to go out there and get your email address so that you can set up these accounts. Has anybody had their account shut down since I had you start doing that? Or is everybody good? Nobody should have their account shut down. You're about as legitimate as you can get, okay? So you'll do this, and this is something that you'll do probably the rest of your life, guys, because you now understand somebody sell to, and this is going to help me with the somebody to sell to. Okay? My dog likes pretzels, don't you? All right. So now we have this incredible VIP offer that Karthik started a long time ago. And I want to see if we can continue with that offer today. We're going to build this out in full now that we discovered some of the things that we discovered yesterday, and then we'll conclude with the multi-agents, okay? So let me see if I can come back over here, and let me see if we can talk over here. 1 second. Okay, you have a skill on finding affiliate offers. Yes. Okay. So we installed this a long time ago. We packaged it up. We zipped it. I'm going to zip it up differently today. Okay. So I want to see, first of all, whenever we have a skill, I can ask OpenClaw, okay, well, lay out the process for that skill. But if I tell it that, it's going to summarize it. So I'm going to ask it to lay out a detailed process for that skill. Okay. And so once we see the process, then we're going to take what we learned yesterday about going out there and hooking up the domains and creating pages and setting up workflows. We're going to be able to take that and we're going to be able to add to this skill, and then we're going to have a brand new one. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and open up, unless I have it. I think I have it over here. Okay. So if we do like this, this is the affiliate. I think it's called something like the affiliate gold mine or something. I don't know. But what it does, from what I remember, is number one, it goes out there on the launch calendar. It finds dates in a specific time.
Unless you are taking any sort of blood thinner, dash, vitamin E.
So like for the next 2 weeks or something like that. Okay, we'll have to look. Then you choose
a lot of the gunk that gets stuck.
One of those promotions. Then I think it writes
causes that inflammation period.
Emails for you and gives it to you in Telegram. Okay. And I think it comes up with hooks and everything else. Now, guys, this was very, very early on when we created this skill. I think we created it like during the launch. Okay, so we didn't understand what we understand today. Now, how many of you can look at this and based on what we did yesterday, how many of you understand the different things that we can now add to this? Yes or no? Because this is how I want you to start thinking, guys. That's how I want you to start thinking, okay? And by the way, if anybody has any problems, go ahead and put your hand up. They'll get you fixed, okay? So let's see if OpenClaw has responded. Come on, buddy, talk to me. It drives me nuts when they don't respond. Okay, we did this one last night. Come on, talk to me. Okay, so I'm not going to sit there and wait for him to respond. So let's talk about what else can we do to this very, very basic skill? What else can we do? Somebody give me some ideas. Telegram, DM script. Bonus page. Okay. So I'll put this over here. Cron job, yep. What else? Add video. What else? Oh, create bonuses. That's interesting. What else? Scrape the emails and rewrite. Those are called swipes. Okay. Hero shots. I don't know about that, but I'll put it down. What else? Email sequence. See? Is this helping you guys? Are you starting to understand how you can start thinking about these things? Oh, lead magnets. Let me check something real quick. Okay. Where is it at? Oh my gosh. Okay. Now, 15 seconds. Okay. In 15 seconds. See this one right here? It's not an avatar or nothing else. But is it this one? It's not this one. Where is that? Hold on a second. I gotta show you this because I don't know where it's at. Somewhere. Let me try to do this. This stupid little video. It's literally 15 seconds, guys. No script, nothing. I don't even know where it's posted, but you guys can see I posted it this morning right before I got on the call. And how many of you are seeing this right now? Who's seeing this? Look, 39 minutes, 18 minutes, 56 minutes, 1 hour. Like I just posted it. This thing will probably have 3,000. It'll probably have 300 comments before it's done. 15-second video, guys. Some of you need to see this right now, yeah? Now, I know Terry. Terry hops on our calls. He might be on this call. I don't think Michael's here. Hold on. Let me check the attendance. No, I don't see Michael. Kathy, Brian, David. A lot of these people I do know, a lot of them I don't know. But my point in telling you that is, and we did this class on Instagram, we're gonna have to do it again, but I made one simple video and then I blasted it to TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and my page all at the same time. It's one simple 15-second video. Are you guys seeing this? If I play it, hold on a second. Why isn't it out there and finds leads? Okay, here we go. I just built an open call skill that goes out there and finds leads and businesses. It scores it, gets all that information, and then check this out. You can drop it into your autoresponder, into workflows. Comment leads down below, and I'll send it to you. All right, 15 seconds, guys. Do you see that? 15 seconds. Okay. So what's the plan for this now? Well, what I'm trying to teach you guys if I come back over here, remember that page that we created yesterday? You guys remember that page that OpenClaw created? I'm just going to give everybody that page that comments. That's it. That's it. There's no automation that can take place on my wall. I'm just going to go in there and give everybody that page. Does that make sense? And all of you that have your freaking agency or whatever, you could do the same thing, man. It's so easy. It's not even funny, right? So create these skills. Go out there and do what I'm doing. Like seriously, like it doesn't have to be perfect, right? I got to follow back up, and we're going to do a new Instagram class again, because I'm not one that wants to go out there and build millions of followers on Instagram. I'm the guy that wants to have like 200 or 300 people and be super, super profitable. So would you guys rather have a lot of followers, or would you rather have fewer followers and be super, super profitable? Right? So that's the reason why I'm going to do that. I could care less about views. I'm all about the profit. Okay. So, I don't know where Pacino is at today, G. He is not responding to me. Do you see this?
Yeah, I'm seeing it.
So what can we do?
It's giving issue with the entropy.
Can you switch to Kimmy or no?
Kimmy is rate limited as well.
Hold on a second. I got to get this thing talking, man. It's okay, guys. We'll map out our skill while G fixes this. But I'm going to call up Karthik real quick. Hold on a second. Okay. My API key. Hold on a second.
Okay. Different training.
All right. So this stuff is going to happen.
I'm ready for this.
This is the $1 billion breakthrough. And this is going to be a new framework I want to teach you guys. I've never taught this before, but when I put these pieces together, I'm hoping that you get the light bulb to go off in your head. Okay. And this is specifically, I'm interested in people who are, I mean, this is true for any business, but how many of you guys are running some type of coaching business, coaching or consulting or courses or info products, or you written a book? Like if you are in that camp, type in me or coach or yes or something in the chat. I want to know where all those guys at. Okay, we got a lot of them. It's awesome. You guys probably read Expert Secrets and decided to become an expert. Congratulations. You are the best. I love you guys. I love working with experts because I think every expert has a voice. They've got a message and they got people's lives they can change if they learn how to get the message out. So I love working with coaches. Okay. So if you are a coach, this is going to be something that is so timely and so important for you. How many of you guys are in the business how you're creating software? Okay. Now that vibe coding and other things are coming easier, how many of you guys are software developers now? Okay. Like a software developer like Rustler or like Todd. Either way, if you're software, type in software. I want to say my software people. Okay. This $1 billion breakthrough is going to be huge for you guys as well. So if you're in info or software, either of those businesses, and it works for all of them, but for those two specifically, like we understand the fusion, what I'm going to share with you guys today. It is the thing that helped us to grow ClickFunnels to $1 billion. And it was the thing that we didn't know out of the gate, we kind of stumbled upon it. So I want to walk you through that process, okay? I gave you guys a warning last night before we ended. Basically, if you're selling courses or info products or coaching, I'm sorry, I got bad news for you. They're dead, right? And a lot of you guys are freaking out. In fact, Lance was in the comments. I felt so bad. Lance literally said, he posted the comments last night, said, I'm about to launch a course based on what I bought from you. What do you mean they're dead? I was like, oh crap. Lance, I'm here to re-explain myself so that you understand it better, okay? Courses the way they work now are dead, okay? This is the reason why courses are dead. In the past, somebody would not know how to do something, right? Like I'm trying to figure out how to fill in the blank, whatever you do, lose weight, gain weight, do better stocks, learn how to trade whatever. Like they're trying to like figure out how to do something, right? In the past, they'd go try to find a guru who they could find, and then they would go see what they do, buy their courses, read their books, try to get information. Today, what the majority of people are doing, and that trend's went heavier and heavier, is they go directly to ChatGPT or to Claude or whatever their AI is of choice, and they ask it, and it gives an answer. And a lot of times, AI is just going to your blog or your website or YouTube video, scraping it, and then giving them your answer, and doesn't even link back to where you are at. So they don't even know where it came from. And so because of that, across the board, we've seen course sales going down and down and down. So they're not like, it's not that you can't make money with courses, you can, okay? But courses, like information just by itself is the thing that we should be afraid of, okay? Because information is a commodity, okay? You think about this, like when you have, let's say somebody's paying you, even if it's the membership site, they have a membership site, right? And if their finances go up and down, they lose their job, something bad happens in their life, right? What are they going to cut? The very first thing to cut is like their membership sites, their coaching programs, right? There are things they can't cut. They're not going to cut off their lights, their electricity, or their gas, or like things like that. But they're going to cut off their membership sites and coaching programs instantly, right? So they're not very, very sticky. Like, and so that's one thing to understand is just like courses and information by themselves aren't sticky. They don't get people to stick with you a long time. Okay, so those are the reasons why I'm saying courses are dead. Okay, but don't worry, I got good news for you. There's a little tweak I'm going to help you make so the courses will thrive even better. But you got to look at the entire picture. Okay, so number one though, courses are dead. So Lance, sorry, but don't stop what you're doing because I'm going to make you a tweak that makes it even better. Okay, all right. So courses are dead. And number two is like, well, it's because we're new software now. And again, I just saw 5 seconds ago, I asked who's a software developer, and everyone's like, I'm a software developer. This is the problem with software right now. Back in the day when we created ClickFunnels, it was very difficult to create software. I had my partner, Todd, who's the smartest person in the world, and he built ClickFunnels, okay? It took almost 7 years for somebody else to catch up and to clone us and try to beat us, okay? Because we had this moat where most people don't know how to build software. Nowadays, it's crazy. I watch people on my team where they see software they want to buy, and they're like, hey, Russ, software is $300 a month. I'm like, do we pay for it or not? And then what they do is they say, never mind, I'll just go to Claude Code and code it. And they type in Claude Code costs us, I don't know, a couple of $150 in credits. It rebuilds the entire system. Now they have it, they can have their own feature, change their own things. Like, I don't need to buy it anymore. I have my own. Now I can sell it if I want to, whatever, right? And so software is dead because it's no longer where you have a moat where you have this unique advantage that you are a developer, you know a developer. Like, as you guys will learn literally on Thursday, if you see software that you like, you can make a version of it and you can build it with as much tech skills as I have. Okay, so like that's scary too, right? It's sad because if you would ask me 2 years ago, I'm like, what's the best business model in the world? Software. Done. Easy. You ask me today, I'm like, well, software's dead. Okay, so that's why software is dead. Because understanding the two sides, the courses are harder and harder to sell, and software is getting harder and harder to sell as well. Okay, and so the question is like, what is $1 billion breakthrough? If courses are dead and software are dead, Russell, what do? We just give up? Like, should we just go home? No, there's an answer, okay? And what's crazy about this is an answer that we came up with that I didn't even know. We stumbled upon it over a decade ago. And now looking a decade later, it's like that was the thing that gave us our $1 billion breakthrough. And it's the answer for the future, for me and for you, okay? And so I'm excited because I feel like I came from the past with the secret and I'm going to the future saying, like, this is the secret when you guys understand it, okay? So if you want the secret, say, give me the secret, Russell. Come on, give me the secret. Where is it at? I got good news for you, though. I'm really bad at keeping secrets. So as you know, I've written a couple books, .com secrets, expert secrets, traffic secrets. There they are. All they are is me telling everybody my secrets that I don't know how to hold them in. So good news, I'm going to tell you the $1 billion secret because I can't not tell you at this point. I got to show off. All right, so I'm going to give you the secret. So here we go. Okay, so what is the secret, Russell? Let me take you to kind of tell you the backstory. So my background is I'm an info product guy. When I first got into this world, I was learning about how to make money on the internet. I was so excited. And a lot of you guys heard my story. My very first product ever was a course teaching people how to make a potato gun. I'm from Boise, Idaho, and we're famous for our potatoes. And so my buddy Nate and I, as you see, Nathan Palone's how to make a potato gun. We went and filmed ourselves making potato gun, burned a DVD, put it online, started selling it. That was my very first information product. Okay, and it started me in this addiction where I was like, "This is the greatest thing in the world. I can create how-to products, how to make a potato gun, how to lose weight, how to coupon, how to whatever, and I can sell that. And I can make money." Okay, now imagine 21-year-old Russell, 22-year-old Russell at the time, where I'm like freaking out. I'm like, "This is the greatest thing in the world." And so over the next decade, I launched over 150 information products in every market, every industry you could think of. It was so much fun. Literally, weight loss, couponing, dating, like every market you can think of. We launched courses in speed reading. Anyway, so much fun. I love it. I love selling information. I love teaching people. I love, like, it just makes me happy. I find other people who are good at things. I publish them and we sell those things. Okay. And that was the next decade of my life. And afterwards, I started getting pretty good at this selling things online business. I had a lot of fun with it. So I thought I should teach people what I'm doing. So I started writing this book. Okay. It's book number 1. It's still the book I'm most proud of because it's my very first one. So I started writing this book, .com Secrets. How many of you guys read .com Secrets, by the way? If so, type in DCS in the comments.
I read .com Secrets.
I love all the comments were like, slow down, Russell. I'm like, you haven't been around me long. This is me going slow. I'm doing my best. You got to pick up. You got to hear faster. If you're going to keep a pace with the AI world, man, the speed is not slowing down. Yeah, someone says speed it up. Thank you. Thank you, Kevin. I'll speed it up. Ken. So this is my very first book I wrote. It was me spending a decade of like learning how to build funnels and things like that and turned it into a book. Very, very proud of it. So that was my very first book. It was all of my secrets in one place. Okay. So all of my secrets were in this book. And so that was like how, if you look at my business, like everything is something secrets, right? Expert secrets, .com secrets, traffic secrets, marketing secrets, like everything is secrets, okay? I like calling them secrets because that's just what I like calling things secrets. I like to learn about secrets. I think they're fun, but you can call them whatever you want. I know some people are like, I don't like secrets. I want to call something different. So you can call them whatever you want. You can call them your trainings or your tips or your frameworks or your ideas or your strategies or your blueprints or your how-to information or your playbooks. But we have something we sell, information that we take that we sell to somebody, right? What do you guys call your secrets? Do you call them frameworks? Do you call them how to? What would you call the thing that you do? Your courses, your tips? Your methods, or like that, methods, remedies, laws, strategies, protocols. Oh, protocols are good. Methods, methodology. Cool. You call them whatever you want. I'm calling mine secrets. It's my favorite. I think I own every secrets.com on the planet almost. So there I go. Course secrets. I own all the secrets. But you call them whatever you want. But the key is like you take your secrets, you take your frameworks, you take your methods, you take your trainings, right? And we start selling them. So that was what I did. I started selling these things. And I sold them in a lot of different ways. I sold them in a book. I sold them in a course. I sold them in membership sites. I sold them at live events. Okay. And my coaching business did great. Okay. We were just selling information. And at the peak before we launched ClickFunnels and everything, my info business got the spot where I was doing a couple $1 million a year. Okay. And that was great. But as most driven entrepreneurs, I'm like, that's great. I want to make some more. Okay. Partially because it's like, I want to make some more money. I'm very competitive. Like I'm in business. Like, how do you make more money? Right. How many guys in your business, one of your goals is make more, right? We're all trying to make more. That's important, right? We all want to make more money, right? Okay. So that's number one. But also, on the other side, it's like, I don't know about you, but I feel like my business is a calling. Okay. I've talked about this to my entrepreneurs at length. If for any of you guys who this is your first time hanging out with me, that's awesome. I'm excited. But I believe that business is a calling, literally a calling from God. I feel like if you feel drawn to this world, if I got to create something in this, my friend Alex Sharfin calls it the call to contribution. I feel like I need to contribute more. I got to do more. Okay. That feeling you get is a calling and it's pulling you towards something. And my calling was like, look, like Russell, you were blessed with some gifts and some talents. One of them was not speaking slow, but there were other gifts and talents that you were blessed with. And you need to share these things with other people. And so I had to get the message out there. So when I'm doing a couple $1 million a year, that's great. I'm helping a few people, but I wanted to grow bigger. Like, how do I get my message out to more people? Okay. And so I wanted to shift from just selling information to creating transformation. I wanted to change people's lives. Okay. But I had this cap. I couldn't give ask a couple $1 million a year. I never could. And then I met this guy right here. And you guys had a chance to meet him yesterday. How many of you guys liked meeting Todd yesterday? I was like, a lot of you guys hadn't heard Todd talk before. And some of you guys like, Todd talks at the same speed as Russell. It's like, yeah, we're up, we're running, we're moving. Yeah, Todd's amazing. And again, he'll be back on Thursdays to actually build software with you guys. But I met Todd. And at the time, it's kind of funny. I showed this picture of this site called Champion Sound right here. My business was about to go bankrupt at one time. And I went to a website that was selling websites, and they were selling this site called Champion Sound. And I remember I found the site and I spent my last $20,000 buying it. And long story short, it was coded in a programming language called Ruby on Rails. I didn't know how to do Ruby on Rails. One of my programmers did. So we had this dead site that I paid all this money for. And I was about to shut down the servers. And then I thought, I had this impression, like, you should email your customer list and just see if anyone on there knows Ruby on Rails. So I emailed my list, and randomly one dude emails me back, Todd. He's like, hey, I know Ruby on Rails. And I was like, hey, well, here's the login software. See if you can fix it. He logs in and overnight fixes all the problems, and it started a friendship. And we started becoming business partners. We started not business partners. First, we started working together. And for the next 2 years of his life, he just came and he showed up every single day and he served me. He didn't ask for a paycheck. He just worked with me. He was, we always talked about, someday we're gonna create something to make money, and then like it'll be fun. But he would just show up and he would work for me for years. And then a couple years later, when we had the idea for ClickFunnels, I remember he had flown to Boise and we were mapping it all out. Spent the whole week kind of talking about what it was look like. And I was driving back to the airport, and we get to the airport and he's about to get out. He's like, hey, I just have one request. I'm like, yeah, what's that? He's like, if we're gonna do ClickFunnels, I don't want to do this as like your employee. I want to do it as your partner. And I remember sitting there in that moment, like scared, because I'd never had a business partner before. Like, it's scary. Like, what if they don't get along? What if it falls apart? What if he doesn't work hard? Like, all the different things, you know? And I'm so grateful in that moment that I felt impressed to say yes. I said yes, and we decided to become business partners. And I've said this before, I said this in Funnel Hacking Live, but that decision was the second greatest decision in my life outside of marrying my wife. And it's literally changed my life, because Todd was the guy who then was able to take all my crazy secrets, right? All this stuff that I was teaching in the books and the seminars, all the things we were doing, trying to teach people this stuff, right? And Todd was there looking and say, hey, we could take all the stuff you're doing and we could just turn it into software. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, well, you're telling people to build a funnel. Why don't we just build software that does that? And you're telling them to send emails. Why don't we build software? And you're telling them, I'm like, well, it's not that easy, Todd. Like, you have to hire programmers. They got to build these things. And he's like, yeah, I can just build software that makes it so that all the frameworks you're teaching, that people can just do them on their own. And I was like, really? Because the biggest problem I had is like, we were teaching people these concepts. They understood them conceptually, but they didn't know how to technically build a funnel. They didn't know how to do an upsell. They didn't know how to do one-click order form. Like, all those things weren't possible. And so he took all my crazy ideas, all these frameworks, and he built software to make it actually happen. And he literally turned this book, .com Secrets, into ClickFunnels. Okay? You guys getting this so far? Okay? That was the big secret, right? The software wasn't just software. The info wasn't just info. It was the blending of these two things. And what's interesting is that I didn't get it at first. Okay, we still didn't understand how powerful it was. In fact, I remember because we built ClickFunnels and we put up a website. In fact, this was the very first web page. I built it myself. I remember I built it in ClickFunnels by myself. I was so proud of it. And I was there and we launched it the very first time. And guess what happened? Nothing. Nobody bought our software. I'm like, what? I thought software was supposed to be the best business ever. So we launched it, changed it. We launched it again, second time. Very few people signed up. A third time, a fourth time, a fifth time. We launched it 6 times. 6 times, it was almost impossible to get people to join our software. It was like pulling teeth. It was so frustrating. How many of you guys, by the way, who are software people have noticed that? Software's not as easy to sell as I thought it was going to be, right? It's crazy. I was just like, this should be easy. This software is amazing. Like, everything I've been teaching for the last decade of my life, it can do. And it's only like $97 a month. This is the greatest gift I could give the world. And nobody wanted it. Okay. And then we had our breakthrough. And this was not something I planned on. Okay. This $1 billion breakthrough came because one of my friends invited me to come speak at an event. And he said, hey, why don't you come talk about funnels? Because that's your favorite thing, Russell. And then at the end, I want you to sell ClickFunnels. I was like, hey, man, nobody's buying ClickFunnels. He's like, well, don't just sell software. He's like, make a package, make an offer and make it to the audience.
What? An offer?
I was like, well, all we have right now.
An offer?
All we have right now is a free trial on the homepage. He's like, well, put it together, sell like a year access for $1,000 and throw in some courses to teach them how to build a funnel. I was like, okay. So I went to this little event. This is the actual picture from that event. It's a little room, probably 300 people in San Diego. And I get on there on
San
stage
Diego?
and I show the first part. Some of you guys have seen my presentation before. I've done it a lot, but I did the presentation teaching this concept called funnel hacks. The way that I looked at funnel, I talk about it in .com Secrets book. Like I look at something that works and I reverse engineer it. And then from that, I go into software and I build it and I show the whole thing. So I taught about funnels. And then I said, now let me show you how it works in my software. And I logged my software. I showed them. Now they understood the strategy. I showed how simple it was to do inside ClickFunnels. How you could drag and drop and move things around. And people were going crazy. And then I said, okay, if anyone wants access, I'll give you access to my entire Funnel Builder Secrets course to teach you how to build funnels and the software. And then people started running to the back room, jumping over the tables, people throwing credit cards. It was a huge table rush. More than half of the room ran to the back of the room and bought the thing from me. And I remember that night at dinner, Todd was there and my other business partner, Dylan Jones, he was our other co-founder. We were at dinner that night and we're kind of like, oh my gosh, people actually bought ClickFunnels. They finally understand it. And I remember telling those guys, you guys don't understand. Like, I've never had a response like that to anything I've sold. I've been doing this a long time at that point. And they're like, cool. I'm like, no, you guys, I'm like, we're going to be rich. Like, not like we wealth take, we're going to be rich. Cause I saw the response to that, right? And that was the $1 billion breakthrough, okay? It was software that implemented all my secrets and gave people a transformation. Software plus my frameworks, my secrets, my methods, my whatever you want to call it. The blending of those two things was the secret, okay? One of the main reasons why it was a secret is it turned my revenue from just someone bought a course from me or a book from me or a coaching program from me, right? And it turned everything I knew into recurring revenue. That's the secret, okay? Can anyone type in recurring revenue in the comments? Recurring, yes. Software plus secrets equals MRR, okay? Monthly recurring revenue. It's the secret, you guys. It's what gives you stability. I had a friend named David Fry who said, if you don't have continuity or recurring revenue in your business, you don't have a business. You just have a promotion, okay? There's so many people in my world who they've got their $10,000 coaching, $25,000, $100,000 coaching, and they make money, but at the very beginning of every single month, guess what? The money's gone. They got to start over again. And the money's gone. They got to start and keep doing it over and over and over again. I looked at when we launched ClickFunnels. We put it out there into the world, right? People start buying it, start signing up. I would do a webinar, people sign up, then I sell my book, and someone would read my book, and at the end of it, they're like, this is amazing. I need to build a funnel. They go and they would buy my software. And then they would go and read Expert Secrets, like, this is amazing. I need a funnel. And they go buy my software. And then read Traffic Secrets. This is amazing. I need to go buy a funnel. It's like everything we did kept pushing people back to the same thing, okay? Back to the one thing where we got recurring revenue. And we went from having, 1,000 members to 5,000 to 25,000 to 50,000 to 75,000 to 100,000 people actively paying us monthly to be able to use software that help them to implement my frameworks. Like, that's the power, you guys. Are you getting this? Are you starting to see why I'm so excited about this? Okay, that is the key. Recurring revenue, like, if you think about this, it's the key that gives you all freedom. How many of you guys are here because you're trying to figure out how to get free from bosses, bills, headaches, stress, anxiety? Like how many of you guys, that's the reason why you're here? Right? Recurring revenue gives you the ability to do this. Think about this. I'm just doing a math equation with you guys, okay? Let's say you create software out of your frameworks, okay? Like I did with ClickFunnels. And let's say you charge $97 a month, okay? We'll make $100 a month. It'll make my math storytelling easier. Okay, $100 a month. Okay, let's say right now you're struggling because you are in debt. Maybe it's student loans, maybe it's whatever. Maybe, I don't know, let's say you're $50,000 in debt, right? Now, I don't know, I should have been more prepared. I don't know how much the monthly payment was, a $50,000 debt. Let's just say you got to pay $500 a month, right? So say $500 a month covers your student loan. Okay, if that's the case, how many members do I need to get to sign up for my software to cover my student loan debts? Okay, well, if you got $50,000 in debt and your software is $100 a month, how many people is that? See, we're saying 5. No, that'd be $500. Wait, is that right? Oh, yeah. I thought it was going to be 50, but I'm way up. My math's off. AI made me dumb at math. 5. So you get 5 people to sign up for your $100 a month continuity program, software program, recurring revenue. Okay. That's $500 a month. That covers your student loan debts, right? Now you're free. You are free from the shackles of that debt. And then you're like, well, I have my home loan. My home loan, I got a $500,000 house, right? My monthly mortgage is $5,000 or whatever, right? Okay. How many members need to join your software to cover that? How's that? Is that 10? 50. All right. 50 people join my software. Now the mortgage on my home is paid for, right? You start doing this and gets you free from these debts. And then eventually you get back to the spot where you start dreaming. You're like, man, I would really like a new car, or I want a new house, or I want to go on a vacation. You say, well, man, if I wanted to upgrade this house, how much is it going to cost? Instead of thinking, man, my new house is going to cost $2.3 million, you say, man, my new house is going to cost 233 members. Like, oh, that's not that hard. This is go get 233 members. That'd be easy. You get 233 members, they start using your software, right? Now you can dream again. Okay, so that's why recurring revenue is so cool. It's the reason why my whole life shifted when we launched ClickFunnels. I went from, having to eat what I kill every single day. Every single day, it's like I wake up in the morning. It's like, if I'm going to eat today, I got to sell something. I got to do another course, another webinar, another thing, right? Versus like every single month, it gets bigger. We call this compounding continuity because it gets bigger. It gets bigger over time. It's bigger, and it's like the most exciting, cool thing in the world. Okay, and so that's the $1 billion breakthrough, you guys. Okay, what's interesting is I've been telling my info product people this for the last decade. I'm like, especially people in my inner circle. I'm like, hey, you've got to start. Like, you're teaching real estate, you got to turn that into some kind of software. You're teaching stock market, you turn to software. You're doing weight loss, you got to turn to software. You're helping people with their marriages, you got to help them with software. And people are like, oh, and they look at me and they smile, and none of them could do it because none of them have a Todd. They don't have a Todd who can go take their frameworks and turn it into software. Okay? And I've been telling for a decade, this is not something I was hiding from the world. I'm like, you guys, you see what I'm doing over here? I just turned my frameworks into software. And now people pay me every single month, and it gets bigger it's insane. It's like, but I don't have a Todd. I'm like, yeah, that's a good point. You don't. And then what's crazy is now recently we have all these big VC-backed software companies that are meeting with us who are like, how did you build ClickFunnels to $1 billion without any money? And they've all raised like hundreds of millions of dollars in funding. And they're so confused. And they're spending all their money trying to build software, make the software the best in the world. Like, our software is amazing, but nobody will give us money. And they're all in trouble because they don't have a Russell who understands that the magic is not in the software. The magic's in the information, the frameworks, the secrets, the methods, the whatever you want to call it, that teaches people the thing that gives them the need for the software. That's the magic. And so all the big software developers with their hundreds of millions of dollars in funding don't get it because they don't understand my side of the equation. Okay. The $1 billion secret is this. Okay. It's creating software that implements your secrets, your frameworks, your methodologies. That's the secret. You guys getting this? Lauren said, this is insane. If you guys are getting this, type, I get it. I get it. Yes. Okay. All right, we're on the same page. Good. Okay. You saw it happen with ClickFunnels. Okay. This is obviously the obvious case study for me. It's like, you do ClickFunnels, Russell, but have you ever done it since then? I'm like, yeah. After I learned it, I've kept doing this. Okay. Some of you guys know I own a business called Secrets of Success. And when I first launched it, we launched it as a membership site. Information. I was so excited. We launched it. And like, for me, if you guys don't know my backstory, I'm obsessed with old books. I think I bought like 18,000 books in the last 3 or 4 years. And we have a membership site where the old books, we're scanning them, we're republishing them. And it's the coolest thing to learn to be more successful. Like, it's like my dream membership site that I love more than anything. And our stick rate was like 2.5 months. Like, people just they sign up, look around, like, this is a lot of information, they would leave, right? And if something bad happened in their life, first thing they cut is access to my membership site. They're done, right? Our stick rate was horrible. Even though I was giving them millions of dollars of information, like literally millions of dollars I spent on these books, scanning them, putting them in there. I'm giving them, it's like, you pay $97 a month, you get access to my entire like nerd library. And they stay for a month and a half, and they're out. I was like, dang it, it's not working. And then I was like, $1 billion breakthrough, Russell. Come on now. So what I did is I made a little app. The app's called Driven 67. Okay. How many of you guys ever seen 75 Hard? Yeah, type in 75 Hard if you have. It was like a book, and then they turned into this little app. So I did 75 Hard a couple of times. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't finished it yet. I got to like day 45 one time. Anyway, but I was like, this is really cool because I log in every day, I got to do something, and it makes me do the thing every day. I was like, what if I made an app for my personal development guys, and I call it the Driven 67. And every day for 67 days, they log in, and there's step-by-step things they got to do. One of them is go read a book, and one of them is to go log into focus blocks, and one of them is come read with our book reading club that we do. We read a personal development book every single morning together, and we have this step-by-step thing. So we create the software, we launch the software, and guess what happens? People have software, which is teaching my frameworks, and now what happens? They're sticky. They don't leave now. They're in there every single day realizing, like, oh my gosh, like the information is great, software's great, but together is the magic, right? And it changed this business. People don't stay for a month and a half now. If we get them on the software that helps them to implement the frameworks, they stick for a long, long time. Now they're sticky. You guys getting this? Software makes it sticky. Okay, I'll keep on going. I'm curious, how many of you guys are paying attention to what I'm doing right now? You may have noticed I've got a couple secrets. I got a whole bunch of them here. I found this picture last night. This is Nora. She's old now, but she was so tiny in this picture. This was when my books that first came out. And so I took this picture. I sent to like 20 different friends, like, my books are here. But literally I took, when we were doing this project and trying to create this for you, what we've been doing in our company is literally going through my books and building out software for ourselves. And I was like, this is a perfect example. I'm like, everybody should be doing what I'm doing. It's taking your frameworks, turning the software, and then it's like you can commercialize it. So you probably noticed if you logged into marketingsecrets.ai that, wow, this software is software that helps us to implement all of Russell's secrets. Huh, weird. Wait, Russell practices what he preaches? That's insane. That is insane. I'm not like some of the guys who talk about something, but they don't actually do it. Like I literally do it. You guys are in the middle of it, right? If you log in the frameworks, like we've got a whole bunch of my secrets from expert secrets that are in there. Okay, one-to-many emails, my stuff from here is in there. One-to-many presentations is from here. The Dream 100 softwares, all the frameworks from here. We're adding in some insanely cool things from .com secrets, different frameworks for things like we're at the very beginning of launching Marketing Secrets AI. There's about a dozen software programs in there right now, and we're adding more software based on all these different frameworks. So every framework I have, we're developing software so that my team and we can execute it better, right? Or if I lose my team or have a team that I can do it myself, right? And now you guys can take the same system and do it as well. Okay? Are you guys getting this? All right, you guys are all getting this. This is so much fun. Okay, all right, so there's the backstory. Now you guys understand that's the $1 billion breakthrough. It's the blending of these two things together. So if you are just an information product person, you need software. If you're just software, you need information. But together we can do it. And what's crazy is that it used to be really, really hard. Okay, back in the day it was not easy to do because no one had a Todd. But today you don't need a Todd. Okay, it was crazy. Recently, I think Oracle laid off 80,000 developers. Biggest tech layoff in history. 80,000 developers, right? Because people don't need developers anymore because of what you're going to be learning on Thursday. You're now a developer. If you know how to talk, if you, let's say, learn WhisperFlow, if you push the FN button, the fun button, and you talk, you're a developer. Congratulations. Like, I want software that does blah, 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 blah. Send, it does it. I'm gonna show you guys that here in a second because I think some of you guys don't believe me. That's literally, I built software literally last night for this demo, and all I did is I clicked the button and I talked and it built software. And I'm gonna show you that in a second, okay? But first, I'm gonna teach you guys the whole framework, okay? You guys ready for some frameworks? Okay, this is the framework to walk you through the steps to be able to do this, okay? All right, so if you wanna play the, first off, who wants to play this game? Do you guys wanna play this game of software plus information and putting them together? If you wanna play the game, say, play the game, put me in the game, coach. I'm coming off the sidelines, getting into the game. I'm the worst at telling you guys what to say because I keep changing it. But all right, you guys are signing it, playing me the game. Okay, this is how we play the game. Step number one, you got to figure out your secrets. What is your map? What's the thing that is going to be your version of my frameworks, right? Again, my books have got tons of my frameworks in there. There's a dozen different secrets in each one of these books. In fact, I didn't call mine chapters. There was a secret 1, secret 2, secret 3. All my secrets are in here, right? So you got to figure out, like, what are your secrets? Okay, what are the things that you have that you can compile and package into something? Okay, I'm going to draw on the whiteboard real quick because I think I'm going to just share a really quick explanation of how you can understand your own secrets or frameworks. I'm not going to go too deep in this. We do a whole course of teaching how to create a course and information and stuff like that. I want to do a quick one just to give, just for any of you guys who haven't done it before, just to give you a quick 5-minute overview. Is that cool? 5-minute overview? All right, here we go. Okay, on to the whiteboard. So this is the way I think about when we're trying to create your secrets, right? If you look at this, okay, what happens is this is you, okay? And you have a goal. You want to do something. You want to lose weight, make money, whatever your thing is, right? So you have this goal and this result up here, and like this is the result you want to get. That's a flag, and it says result, okay? I have horrible handwriting, but that says result, okay? Just the result you want, okay? And you have this goal and this dream, right? So think about yourself 5 years ago. This is you 5 years ago. What was the dream, the vision, the thing you wanted to accomplish, right? And so you knew you had to go from here to there to go get it, right? And so you start on this path, you start going, you're like, oh, I'm gonna try this thing, and then you got lost, and you crashed and burned, right? Like, oh, I failed. So you go back to start, so, okay, I have the same goal, I wanna do this thing, I'm gonna figure it out. You start on this path again, and then you got lost again, and boom, it crashes and fails again. And you try again, and you crash and fail. You try again, you crash and fail. And you keep crashing and failing over and over and over again, right? It's interesting, one of my friends, she owns a women's weight loss company. And she told me that her women, their goal is obviously to lose weight. And she said the average woman in America goes on 8 diets a year. 8. The average woman, okay? That means 8 times she starts her journey and she goes, I'm gonna try the Atkins diet, oh, I failed. I'm gonna try paleo, oh, I failed. Oh, I'm gonna try keto, oh, I failed. And they keep trying, okay? That's the market that you're in any market. Same thing with making money. I bet the making money market probably has more failures than weight loss, right? Because everyone's trying this and this. Like, how many guys is this not your very first challenge or webinar you've been on? You're like, I'm gonna make a bunch of money on the internet. And it hasn't worked yet, right? Because you keep trying these different paths. But eventually what happens is you go through this and you figure it out and you get all the way to the top and you're like, oh my gosh, I got the result. Woohoo. That's the face. I got the result, and you figured out how to do it, okay? You did it, congratulations, okay? You figured out how to make the money, lose the weight, do whatever things, right? You figured it out. Now what happened along the way is you got the most valuable thing in the world, okay? What you got is you have a map. There's a map. You now know how to go from here, and you know the path to get you all the way to here. And you know all the steps in the path, right? You know, like step number 1 is you gotta go here. Step number 2, you gotta do this. Step number 3, you gotta do this. Step number 4, you do this. Step number 5, you do this. Step number 6 is step number 7, and that's how you get to the path, okay? So for you, when you're trying to figure out, like, what are my secrets? All your secrets are is there is a result that you know how to get, you figured out, and you have this map. And the map says step number 1 is this, step number 2, step number 3, like that's the big thing. The big secret is you have this map. And this map is your secrets on how to go from being back here all the way to the spot you want to be right now. Does that make sense, you guys? That's all it is, okay? My .com secrets book. when I was, 20 years old, I was trying to figure out how to make money on the internet. I was down here and I tried selling on eBay. I tried Craigslist. I tried and eventually I made this potato gun DVD. I went through all the steps, how to do it all the way. And then finally I sold something. I'm like, I made money with my potato gun DVD. I have the map. I know how to do this now. Now that I've done it, I can do it again. I do potato guns. Let me do a speed reading. I find a guy's speed reader, we make a course together. I'm like, I know the path. Check it out. Here's step 1. Step 2, we go through and it makes money. And it's like, I have the map to the thing that everybody else wants. And then I did it again and again. And 150 times later, I had 150 different courses we created teaching people the map that we had gone on. Okay. Before I started turning this into my own frameworks, teaching marketing and business, things like that. Okay. So for you, you've got the same thing. Like, what is the business you want to be in? Like, what do you want to sell? Okay. Are you good at making money in real estate? Are you good at weight loss? Are you good at finances? Are you good at relationships? Are you good at, like, what is the thing that you want to share with the world? Okay. Those are your secrets. Okay. If you look at any of my books, it's all this. Each chapter is basically like, all right, here's the result you're going to this chapter. Here's the steps how I got it. Boom, framework, secrets. Number 2, number 3, right? And so that's kind of how this whole thing works. Whew, I'm out of breath from that one. All right. Okay, you guys getting this? All right, let me come back over here. So secret number 1 is you got to figure out your map. Like, what are your secrets? What is the thing that you're sharing? Okay. And after you understand that, there's a really cool principle. The principle is this: people will spend more money for the same content packaged in a different way. Okay. People will spend more money for the same content packaged in a different way. I learned this when I was 22, 23 years old. I went to an event and everybody was talking about this book called Think and Grow Rich. You have to read Think and Grow Rich. And so I was like, oh, okay, read Think and Grow Rich. So I wrote down, I got back home and I went to Amazon. I ordered it. I think it was $9.97. Ordered Think and Grow Rich. Got shipped to my house. I had the book. I'm like, I'm going to read this book. I'm going to learn how to think and grow rich. And it sat there on my bookshelf for 6 months or so. I went to another seminar and people were saying, like, who here tried Think and Grow Rich? And everyone's hand goes up except for mine. I'm like, oh, dang it, I have the book. I need to read it. I go back home that weekend and I see the book there and I don't read it. And this happens 3 or 4 times. I'm like, I need to read this book. And finally it gets to the point where the pain's too much. Like, I'm embarrassed I haven't read it yet. And so I went on to eBay back in the day. This is back when CDs were a thing. And I typed in Think and Grow Rich and the CD set popped up and it was $100. I was like, done. Paid $100. They shipped me these CDs. And for the next week, I was driving around in my car, driving to school, back and forth, listening to these things. And I listened to the book Think and Grow Rich. Okay. Now here's the lesson. Okay. The book Think and Grow Rich costs $10. The CD course costs $100. Okay. That's 10 times more money for the exact same content packaged in a different way. Like, literally, they are word for word the same. Somebody just read the book and it's audio, but somebody paid 10 times more for how it was packaged. Okay. This is the big thing to understand. Okay. When you have a framework, you have a secret, you take those secrets and you can sell them a lot of ways. You can sell them as a book. Okay. Or you could take those same things and you can sell them as a course. Okay. The book, you're going to read about it. The course, you watch videos about it. Okay. Or you could do what I did and turn it into software, recurring revenue. Or you can make a membership site, or you could do a seminar teaching it, or you could do a mastermind teaching it. Okay. Same content, but the book I sell for $10, the course I sell for $1,000, the software I sell for $97 a month, the membership site is $97 a month, the big event's $1,000, and the mastermind is $25,000. Same secret, same frameworks packaged a different way. Okay. That's what's so powerful is you start creating these maps, you're understanding this, like that is your secret sauce. Okay. So that's step number 1 in the framework. Okay. The first step is that you have to figure out your secrets. Like, what is the map that you have to take somebody from where they are to be successful in the thing that you're good at? Okay. That's step number 1. You guys good at that? All right. Now let's move to step number 2. Step number 2 now, you got to turn your secrets into software. So we're going to take all the secrets, all the frameworks, all the things you design, and then we're going to jam them into software and make them software like we did. Okay. That's the magic. Okay. And now there is like your own version. Your frameworks have now become software. Okay. Now check this out. I told you a second ago, people spend the same money or more money for the same content packaged in a different way. So we got Think and Grow Rich, the book, Think and Grow Rich, the CDs. What if last night I was trying to make a demo for you guys? And I was like, what if we made Think and Grow Rich the software? What? Is that even possible? Todd flew out last night. I don't have a developer in the office. How am I supposed to make Think and Grow Rich the software? And I'm like, I could just click the button and talk into the software and it'll make it into software. How many of you guys want to see me turn Think and Grow Rich into software? Okay, if you do type in "show me Russell," I want to see it. When we play the video, keep my mic on because I'm going to talk over the top of it. Okay, all right, this is the demo, you guys. It took about an hour to do, so we compressed it down. So it's about a 3-minute video, but I just want you to see that what I'm talking about is actually true. I literally clicked the FN button, and I talked, and I told it what to do. And when it was done, I had my very own Think and Grow Rich software. All right, check this out, you guys. Here we go. So the first step is I'm actually going to come in and talk to my chief of staff and have it help pull the framework from Think and Grow Rich, so I don't have to think through that or go and do the hard work. So I'm coming right here, click on Assign a Task, and then I'm just going to use Whisperflow. I click this in, and then, hey, can you go research the book Think and Grow Rich and give me a framework with the core things that Napoleon Hill teaches that everyone's got to do every single day? I know there's 13 laws in Think and Grow Rich, and so I love to weave each of those 13 laws into a step-by-step process of what people should be doing every single day to be able to be successful implementing this book. There it is. Research for me. And check it out. It's doing deep research with Perplexity. All right, well, this is research. I'm going to come over here to this other tool that I'll be showing you guys a little later on today, where I'm actually going to build the app. Okay. Same thing. I'm going to type in Whisperflow. Hey, I want to build an app that people will log into every single day to be able to implement the principles from the book Think and Grow Rich. Ideally, they're going to read the book and then log in every day to the software. And it should have like a daily habit tracker. Every single day, the things they need to do to make sure that they're implementing the concepts and the principles from the book Think and Grow Rich. I will post down below what the core principles are from Think and Grow Rich. So I want to make sure we weave into every single day. But if you can help me to build that app, that would be amazing. Okay, and I'm going to research on their screen, and then I'll come over here and paste it. There we go. Okay, so there's the instructions on how to build the software. That's all I gave it. And then here's from Chief of Staff, the basic principles from Laws of Success, or excuse me, from Think and Grow Rich. And I'm going to click this button and see what happens. All right, it checks out, you guys. It's building the app. On the side, it says, okay, number one, it builds all a task list. It starts doing stuff. Had one little failure in there, but it's still going. It's cranking on it. It's fixing the thing. It's creating the database. It's polishing up the pages. It's creating the style sheet. And boom, check it out. It built out, again, this took about an hour in real time, but it built out the website, built out the payment processing, got everything. Click on Start Journey. It logs you in. It shows you the software. Here's the streak. Had they do it every day. It's got all the different things where you go in every day. You got to check out all the 13 things. You click on them. And then if you want, you can go and it built this like thing that says reflect, and you can go type your reflections each day of like, oh, I was trying to practice faith and I did blah, 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 blah. And then you can save the reflection. You can see your streaks, how did I do every single day? Who's the best? Who's competing? Here's all the principles from the book it pulled out, so you can go and study the principles. You can get overviews of each of them. You can go practice and that's crazy, right? I just want to make sure that you guys think this is crazy too, and it's not just me, because that was it. No, obviously it's not perfect, but if I was to go back and be like, actually, don't do chapter 13 because that's the weird one. I don't want that in my app. Or I could be like, hey, let's do 3 things every day. Or let's change this. Or I can just update things and tweak things and change things. Like, you just keep telling you what to do. You're like, actually, I don't like that. Change this instead. Don't like that. Let's change this instead. I don't like this and change that instead. Okay. And from that, you can literally build software. Okay, how many of you guys are freaking out a little bit right now? If you are freaking out, type in, I'm freaking out right now. I'm watching the comments. I was like, this is crazy. Whoa, is this real life? Yeah, I know, it's crazy, right? The same day, I was like, this is impossible. Okay, the very first time I coded anything, last night was my first one, just kind of show you to make the demo, but inside of Marketing Secrets, if you guys go in there to the one-to-many emails and go to the Seinfeld one, I built that one myself. The team set it up, and then they said, okay, just talking this thing. I was like, do this, change this. And like, I got it till it was perfect, and it was amazing for me. Okay. That's the world we live in today, you guys. That's why 80,000 developers got laid off from Oracle. That's why, because you don't need to be developers anymore. If you can click a button and tell something what you want, that's it. That's the power. Okay. I hope you guys are getting this. Yeah, now what do I build? What do I do? Like, everyone's like, wait, I have all the power in my hands. Oh, let me go to my slides. I have 2 very important slides to show you guys. Number 1 is, who's freaking out right now? And number 2 is, I'm freaking out right now. This is crazy. This is me going to my office today. It's so cool. It's so insane what's actually possible, you guys. we've got most of the people on our team now. We train everyone internally on our team who's here, and like figure out your position, your role, and build software. Just figure out how to make software, do things easier for yourself. So everyone on our team is building software for their individual departments. And if something's good enough, there's like, this is amazing. We're putting it into the Marketing Secrets app. Okay. Because it's like, if we can do things to speed up production, to lower our costs, to do whatever, like everyone on the team, we're all collectively doing this together. And you guys should be doing the same thing as well. Like we should all be inside this community, right? Where everybody, all you guys who are members, we should all be talking about sharing ideas, like custom coding stuff and sharing with each other. Like it's like, we're in just a crazy time of day and it's amazing. Okay. And if you come back to slides over here, day number 4, you guys will be doing this too. Okay. Todd's gonna be coming back and we're gonna be doing it and actually showing you guys how to do it. So day number 4 is our software day. So don't stress yet. I just wanted to tease you a little bit so you see what the future's like. So you're not like, Russell, software information is great, but I don't have a Todd. You don't need a Todd anymore. All you got to do is just click the button and just talk, and then you can literally do it too. Okay. Now, this is not the first time me telling somebody about this. Again, most people I've told in the last couple of years, like software for info, you blend these things out, it'll change the world. Most people don't ever listen to that. But this guy did right here. His name is Josh Latimer. He's one of my favorite people, and he's going to tell you the story in his own words. He's actually going to be here Thursday because he wants to go deeper in this case today so you guys can understand it. But he was the first person who I told this to who actually did it. He had a software company. It was failing. I told him this little tweak. He applied it, and I'm going to let you hear in his own words exactly what happened from implementing this concept I'm sharing with you guys today. Here we go.
Hey, what's up? I want to tell you the quick story about the dumbest, smartest thing I ever did back in 2017. I was running a software company called SendGym. I had spent 6 years building it. I had spent $1 million of my own money into the code. It had done $900,000 in total revenue, not profit, in 6 years. I had never taken a paycheck out of that business. It was like a black hole, money-eating monster. I was watching this thing I had poured my heart into just slowly sink. I could not figure out why I could not sell this stupid thing. I was about 2, 3, 4 months away from just being done, like shutting it down, tail between the legs, like walking away. And that's when I did the dumbest, smartest thing I ever did. I took $25,000 that I could not afford to lose, and I sent it to a random stranger on the internet named Russell Brunson. $25,000 to a guy I'd never met. I didn't even get on an airplane, by the way, either. I just got a Zoom link. My wife thought I was nuts. I probably was nuts, but I did it. I hopped on Zoom. He looked at what I was doing in less than 30 minutes. He told me something I'll never forget. This is wild. This is what he said. He said, Josh, stop selling your software as a tool. Sell the information, sell the transformation, but include the software as a bonus. And that was it. That was the whole thing. I remember sitting there like, really? That's it? Like I was nervous, but I did it. I got off that call. I did exactly what he said. In the next 90 days after that first Zoom call when I met Russell, we made back the entire $25,000 and a lot more than that. And here's the big win, okay? The 18 months after that, we did almost 5 times our total revenue our company had done in its entire history up until that point because of this advice from Russell. Okay, we're about to apply for our 2 Comma Club C award this year. $25 million through a single funnel. The same funnel built on the principle Russell taught me back in 2017, and that company was like 3 months away from dying. And here's what I'm telling you: this as I land the plane. I know this week Russell's teaching about how software alone is dead. Courses and information by themselves are dead. But when you blend the two together with AI, that's alchemy. That's the thing. And I'm not telling you because he asked me to tell you. I'm telling you because I'm living proof of it for real. And he told me the same principle in 2017 before AI made it 10 times more powerful like it is now. It saved my company. So if you're wondering whether to lean in this week, just lean in. This blend is real. The alchemy is real. It's one of the most important business lessons I've ever learned. Thank you, Russell. Love you. Bye.
Awesome. Okay. You guys getting this? Like that is the magic here. Okay. That was our $1 billion breakthrough I want to give to you guys as well, because before AI wasn't possible. Now it's like all of you guys can do this, right? Again, the goal of this challenge is like, how can you actually make money with AI? Okay. Number 1 is learning how to use AI. But number 2 is like learning how to use it on the right thing. Like just creating random software is okay. Just creating information is okay. But man, when you figure out how to put those 2 things together, now it sticks. People stick for a long, long time. Okay. So again, $1 billion breakthrough. Number 1, okay, the software to implement your secrets. Number 1 is figuring out your map, your secrets. Number 2 is taking your software, right, your version and building software around your frameworks. Okay, now we're gonna move into step number 3 in the framework. Step number 3 now is, okay, now I've got my frameworks, I've got software. How do I actually sell it? Okay. And this is the hard part because for most people who try to get started, try selling their software, it's expensive, right? Right now, for us to get a trial to ClickFunnels, like we're spending Facebook ads, I mean, it's $250 to $300 to get a free trial. Like, that's depressing, right? Is it just me? It's like, oh, that's a lot of money to get a trial. And so for me, I'm always like, how can I get traffic that's free? How many of you guys like the idea of free traffic? If you like free traffic, type in free traffic in the comments. And how many of you guys are like, I like free traffic, but I actually want better than free traffic? Okay, well, number 3, we're talking about better than free traffic. This is where you're not giving money to Mark Zuckerberg for traffic. You're getting traffic that's better than free, okay? So this also is big part of the $1 billion secret, okay? A lot of people know this. We didn't buy our very first ad in ClickFunnels for 2 years, okay? We were already over $10 million a year of ARR, annual recurring revenue, before we bought our very first ad, okay? So this is one of the big secrets, is we weren't out there buying Facebook ads and Google ads and all sorts of stuff, okay? Which should be good for you guys knowing, like, wait, if I take my frameworks, I take my software, I put them together, and I start selling it, like, I should be able to like, actually get traffic without spending money, okay? All these things we're trying to get so that you don't spend a ton of money to grow. And so this is the big secret. You guys ready for this? Ready to start wrapping this out? Here we go, okay? This is Mark Zuckerberg. He owns Facebook and Instagram. On the platforms, Facebook and Instagram, are millions and millions and millions of influencers, people like me and other people. And we're out there and we're making content every single day. And then Mark Zuckerberg shows ads to people to watch our content. And he pays us a little tiny bit of money and he keeps all the rest. You can tell because he's got like 5 billion houses, right? And so what most people do, they give the money to Mark Zuckerberg and then he goes down to these influencers down below and he like shows your ads on their content and he gives them a little bit of money and he keeps the rest. So what we do is we cut out the middleman. We cut out Zuckerberg and we go directly to these people who have the audience, who have the people listen anyway. And we say, hey, instead of me paying Zuckerberg some money, you get 10%. What if I just paid you instead? And most of them are like, are you serious? You just pay me direct? I only get 10% from Zuckerberg. I mean, yeah, in fact, I got something better than that. How about you promote this and anything you sell, I'll give you half of it for free. And they're like, wait a minute, are you serious? Okay, this is how I built our business. Is I got people who already had a following, people who are influencers. I said, here's my software, ClickFunnels. If you do a promotion for me, you promote ClickFunnels, and when somebody signs up, I'll give you half the money. And they're like, are you serious? And so the reason why I say it's better than free is because I don't have to buy ads for this, right? And I don't have to go post social media content. I just get them to say yes, and then they will go, they create the ad, they send the message out, and then if somebody comes and buys, I just give them money after. So I give the money from the customer gives me $100, I give them half back, right? And it's so simple, it's so easy, and there's no risk, okay? A good example is that's how we launched this launch, okay? Like a lot of you guys came here because you saw emails from my list. I sent emails from my list. Some of you guys may see emails from other people, but I went to my Dream 100. We'll talk about it in a minute. Dream 100, these are people who are influencers who have my dream customers on their email list. They follow them on social media, they read their blogs, listen to podcasts, whatever it is, right? So I went to them, I said, hey, we're doing this challenge called the AI Secrets Challenge. If you'll promote the challenge, if your customers sign up for our software, you'll get paid a commission on it. And a lot of people are like, that's amazing, okay? So I went to these people and I asked them, and then they went, and you probably got an email from me or somebody else promoting this, right? How many of you guys found out about this event because I told you? Say, Russell told me, if that was it. Okay. If you're about someone else, type in who you heard it from. Okay. We have probably, 40 or 50 affiliates who are all promoting it. And I didn't pay them anything, not a single penny to anybody. Okay. I just said, hey, tell people about this really cool challenge is happening. If someone buys something, you get paid a commission on it. Yeah. I've seen all these names popping through, all sorts of names. Jonathan, from Doug, from, that's going too fast now. From John, from David, from Bill, from Jamie, So that's this big secret, you guys. This is how we get traffic. We're not going to Facebook and buying ads. We're not going to Google or Instagram. I'm not even publishing content about it. I ran out of time doing any social media about this challenge at all. I just ran out of time. And so instead, I told my affiliates, they went out there and they started doing it, okay? And so I want to explain, I'm going to do one more thing really quick, and then we're going to show you guys the simple way how to do this, okay? Because at first, 3,100 affiliates sounds confusing. So I'm going to show you guys the secret, because it's actually not that hard, okay? This is how it works. So, we still got that picture here. We're going one more level. Okay, so a good example, probably the best example, is when I launched the .com Secrets book. So I wrote this book. I'm like, this book's amazing. I'm really proud of it. And I wanted to launch it. I wanted to promote it, right? So the first thing I did is I went on to Podcaster, into iTunes podcasts. And in iTunes, you can sort podcasts from the top 100 podcasts down. And so I went to the very top one and I wrote down like number 1 is, I don't know, Joe Rogan. Number 2 is whatever. Number 3, and I wrote down every single person who ran a podcast in the business market, right? So I had 100 people. And then I went to Instagram and I said, okay, let me find all the influencers who are teaching business stuff on Instagram. I wrote down all their profiles and their names, right? And then I went, who on Facebook is doing stuff? And I found a bunch of names, people on Facebook who had my dream customers, right? I wrote down their names. Then I went to YouTube. I started building this huge list of tons and tons of people, okay? And then after I did that, I started messaging. So I sent a message to each of these podcast people. In fact, I actually shipped them a copy of my book. I sent them a copy of my book, said, hey, here's my book. If you like it, maybe I can be on your podcast. So I started sending these out to everybody who had a podcast. Then I sent one to everybody on Instagram who had a big following. They had, 20,000, 30,000 followers on Instagram. I was messaging them up, seeing if I could send them a copy of the book, right? I started doing the same thing on Facebook and YouTube. I started sending these things out there, okay? And again, we call it Dream 100 because we try to send to 100 people, but for me, I sent probably 400 or 500. I'm an overachiever, right? So I sent these things out to everybody, and then nothing happened for a little while. And then one day, I still remember this. Make it blue. There was this guy. He was one of the podcasters. He's like number 5 or 6 on it. His name is John Lee Dumas. He had a podcast called Entrepreneur on Fire. He messaged me back, says, Russell, I got your book. It was amazing. I'd love to promote to my audience. You want to be on my podcast? I'll send emails to my list. I said, sure. And so then he went out there and he promoted it. He ended up selling over 500 copies of my book by himself. And that was just one human. And then another podcaster messaged me. He's like, I got your book. I love to do it. And then one of the Instagram guys like, I love it. And we started getting people. And from me sending out the 500 or 600 messages, I got probably, 20 or 30 people who said yes, and they promoted it. And then they'd sell the book and I paid them afterwards. Better than free traffic. Okay. So that's the strategy. This is how we get traffic, you guys. If you've read my Traffic Secrets book, this is one of the core things I teach everyone because it's, I think, the easiest way to do it, to get traffic, and it doesn't cost you a ton of money. I hate seeing new entrepreneurs get started and they all of a sudden go to Zuckerberg and they got to spend all their cash and their finance trying to buy ads for him, right? It's ridiculous. And so this is how we teach entrepreneurs how to get traffic for free. Now, for a long time, this was always kind of scary. It's like, well, how do we actually do this? And so I thought, I'm looking at our whole event, and the whole goal of the event is like taking all the frameworks from my books and turning them into software. So one of the core frameworks from Traffic Secrets is the Dream 100. I'm like, how do we turn this into software? And so we spent some time and we built some software that actually makes this really easy. Do you guys want to see some software we built for you specifically so you can get people to promote your products for better than free? Okay, if that's you, go freak out in the comments. Say, I want free traffic. Give me free traffic. Okay, so this is what it looks like. It's called Influencer Secrets. For all you guys who are VIPs, it's in the members area already. You can actually go use it today. But I wanted to bring someone to kind of show you guys how it works. And I'm bringing him specifically for 2 reasons. Number one, he's awesome. He's like my right-hand man. We work together every single day. He was here till like 3 o'clock last night with me working on his projects. But number two, when we started building Marketing Secrets to AI, he was the one that vibe coded this app. So he was in there doing it. And a week prior, he had never developed anything. And a week later, he learned how to develop. So he built this, and it is insane, and it's amazing. So I'm going to have him come and demo it. You guys want to have him come demo it? Okay, that's you. If you want to see it, everyone, people are guessing. His name is Ben Moot. Everyone's put their hands up for Ben Moot. Come on down.
Love Ben.
Hey, man, how's it going?
Oh, Ben's awesome.
Great to have you here. You excited to show off your software?
Yeah. It is so weird to say I
Ben
have software.
vibe coded this. Well done, son.
Weird.
It's so weird. It's so cool. We had a software kind of similar a little while ago, and then we couldn't update it, couldn't change it. And so we're like, let's just rebuild it. Now we know how to do it.
No.
You rebuilt it, and then after that, you're like, let's add a million different features. And now it's insane. Like this software alone, just so you guys put this in perspective.
Listen to it.
Softwares are equivalent to this. If you were to go buy it, you're paying $500 or $600 a month or more, and you guys have it for free inside of your app. So you're welcome.
Like legitimately, like when we were researching how to be able to make this work for everybody, it was like, where do we find anybody who's doing anything similar? How do we get all the systems? And this can get expensive when you start looking at it.
Oh yeah, so we're buying data and everything you guys get for free and part of it. So it's pretty cool.
It's so sick.
So tell us what it is and how does it actually work?
Okay, so Influencer Secrets. The goal of Influencer Secrets is to go and find people that are inside of your niche, or if you know somebody specifically,
handle my entire screen
directly. All right, so you can do a couple of different things. It kind of depends on what it is you're looking for, but you can go and search across YouTube, across Instagram, across the TikTok, and across podcasts right now, and be able to go and see what is working and be able to see who is in your niche and find not only them and create your Dream 100 board, but you're also able to grab some of their contact details as well. So you can actually reach out to them and have a conversation.
By the way, before we had the software, like when we were building Dream 100 list, we put the names down. The way to go and like go to their website and request their email.
At the
And it's
stage.
like such a nightmare where the software
Oh.
like scrapes it all. It's like, here's their email, here's their phone number, give them a call. Anyway, it's pretty crazy.
It's so nice. And then,
Okay, so I
and then we
guess-
took it one step further, but I think I want to leave that for a minute because we took it one step further. So if you've played around inside of Influencer Secrets already, this is like a little quick demo walkthrough, but like if you haven't seen it, it's in there. Like
Embeds add new
it's so
features
nuts.
all the time. It gets better every day.
Yes, and the thing is, it's not just me. Like it's me sitting around with our affiliate team and saying, "What is it? Did you want this to do?" And they're like, "Oh, I created this." And if I go to this, it's so crazy. It's like, okay, we need to weave this in and that. And so you're getting the very best of not one person's mind, of many people's minds all coming together to create something that's going to take your business to the next level. And it's included for the VIP.
What's cool about this is, I mentioned this earlier, like we're building the software for us.
Right.
And so it's not just like we made this thing, give it to you, hopefully you like it. Like,
What am I
like
doing
you said,
wrong?
our affiliate team is using this every single day.
I
Quinn,
remember
one of
this
our
happening
guys
to
running our
me.
affiliate team, he's like back there hardcore
When I used
coding
to
all these
use
apps. And he's
StreamYard,
like, what
like,
do you think about this? We're like, that's amazing. Let's
2021.
add it to the core features. So like,
All
and
right.
it keeps evolving and growing to do exactly business the way we do it. So
Yeah, he was walking around the other day. He just coded Jarvis so that he could just walk around and say, "Hey, Jarvis," and it would like
find me someone to promote.
exactly. And so yeah. So with that, should we show everybody what
Yeah,
it is?
You guys want to see it?
Want to see it?
Let's see it.
Okay, go. All right, so this is what we've got. So
Leaving
you're
this one,
inside
guys.
of marketing.
Ready? We're going back to, let me see if I can share my screen again now that I'm not doing that. Maybe that's like a safety mechanism, because I do my entire screen all the time. Okay, so that's me. Hi, me. We are going to show you a different vibe of training, which is awesome and should still be going on or just be ending. Joining here.
Recording in progress.
No, it should continue. So,
Oops.
Business affiliate program. Find their affiliate program. I'm going to try. Let's see if it can find it. If it can, then I'll tell it in the
Thus.
skill, always try to find
Right.
the affiliate program first. I don't know if G has added the browser yet, but we'll see. Perfect. Found the affiliate program details. Interesting. Interesting.
Because
Since
this
this is
is
a SaaS product, the workflow is slightly different.
This
Here's what I can
is-
build. Generate marketing hooks, create pre-sell ideas, create bonus ideas, build pop links for tracking,
Oops, I
deploy
did
the
it again.
pages to sell, create the GC tag, generate the emails. You can also generate the promo emails, even though you don't have the swipes. Okay, is everybody understanding what's happening right now? I want to make sure you guys are crystal clear on what's happening. Okay, so perfect. I can generate promo emails from scratch. Okay, campaign intelligence, marketing hooks. Okay, so turn 1 hour video into 20 viral clips. Stop paying $500 video. Pre-sell ideas. Okay, so this is what I want to know. So look at this here, guys. This is what we can go out there and give away to get people interested in what we're buying, okay? The 5-minute video repurposing blueprint, the PDF checklist showing how to turn one video into 20 pieces of content, 100 viral video hooks generator, spreadsheet with proven opening line for different niches, clip it or skip it, 3-second test, video training on, okay, bonus ideas, Vizard mastery course, 10 video tutorials, viral caption formula, 50 proven subtle templates, monthly clip review. So this is all stuff that you can offer when somebody signs up under your affiliate link, okay? So I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna, once I prove, I create a pop link, build and deploy, create, okay. So I'm gonna say for the pre-sales, the idea is to get them to click the affiliate link to buy Vizard. So somehow we have to build out those pre-sales. So it's going to lead to that sell. It needs to be consistent and congruent. Does that make sense? Okay. That makes perfect sense. The pre-sales need to be strategic lead-ins that create desire for visitor, not just for random freebies. Let me rework them to be congruent. Each freebie should show the problem. Manual video editors killing their time and growth. Give them quick value, naturally to, okay, pre-sale number 1, the video repurposing scorecard. Interactive PDF that scores their current video workflow. The hooks, are you leaving 90% of your content potential? Pre-sale number 2, the clip anatomy. What makes a viral short? What it is, a visual guide breaking down. Pre-sale number 3, the 20 clip challenge. Does this work better? Yes, and you're going to deploy them on Vercel, yes?
Hi there, Kira. Thank you for the message, Kira. I sent it through this.
Yes, each pre-sale will be deployed as its own page on Vercel. Here's the structure. Video repurposing scorecard, clip anatomy. Each page will have the free freebie content, include strategic CTA, be fully branded, collect email, fire the GC tag. Then the bonus page, master bonus assess page, where they get all 5 bonuses, individual bonus pages, all using your domain, ready to build, say yes, and I'll start creating the pages and deploying them. Okay. Is everybody getting this right now? Okay, update your skill with everything we changed. So I want to see if it makes it part of its update to go out there and find the JV offer. Okay, so skill update with all refinements. What changed? Clarified pre-sale strategy must be congruent bridges to the sell, not random freebies. Added pre-sale page requirements. Each page includes a resource strategic CTAs plus GC tag firing. Specific deployment structure. Add fallback for email generation. Emphasize congruence. You forgot to go find the affiliate offer if I only give you an affiliate link. You should then return the details on that offer. Okay. You're absolutely right. I skipped that step. When you give me just an affiliate link, I should follow the link, find where it redirects, identify the product affiliate program, find the affiliate partner page, return the offer details first before generating anything. Let me update that skip. Okay, you guys see it? Like, even though you tell it, go update everything that you fixed, that don't matter. It don't mean anything, right? Update, discover new offer, follows affiliate link, identifies product affiliate program, okay? Analyze sales page, then continue with hooks. Skill now handles affiliate link discovery first before generating any campaign assets. Perfect. Do you want me to run? Sure. We're only on the first part here, guys. Perfect. Let me run the complete visitor campaign with the proper workflow. Complete campaign build, offer discovery, following your affiliate link to identify the offer. Okay. Visitor commission, 60%, max per sale. Okay, sales page analysis, turn 1 long video into 20 viral clips automatically. AI identifies best moments, pricing tiers. Okay, so it's giving me a sales page analysis. Okay, that's fine. But I could have just clicked the link and seen that as well. But it's showing you that it definitely understands. Okay, so pain points added. Where'd that go? Okay, hold on, it's going fast. Okay, pain points added, time consuming, manual video editing, struggle to maintain consistent posting schedule, expensive editors, content repurposing is tedious, hooks, turn 1 hour video into 20 viral clips, strategic pre-sales, pre-sale number 1, the video repurposing scorecard. Okay, this is a pre-sale now. Interactive assessment and scoring their current video workflow shows time wasted, missed opportunities. Get your scorecard to 10/10 with Vizard. There is the call to action. You guys see it? Click on what makes a viral short, visual breakdown of 10 video clips. Bridge, manually doing this takes hours. Vizard's AI does it automatically, your affiliate link. Okay. Premium bonuses, Vizard Mastery course, 50 viral caption formula. Can you guys see how this is super, super valuable for people that want to go out there and do affiliate marketing? Do you guys see it right now? Okay, so once approved, create a pop link via page route, deploy all pages to Vercel, create GC tag int-vizard. See, it knows it's going to create this tag, generate 3 pre-sale emails in a 7-part sequence, create GC workflow. I'm going to say continue, and here we go. Did it go? Continue. Let's see. Okay, perfect. Building a complete Vizard campaign now. Building campaign assets, creating pop link via page sprout. All right. Of course, there's a connection issue. Why wouldn't there be? That would just make so much sense. Okay, so it created the pop link. It had a little bit of trouble there, but now we're gonna get that out of its system. So this link actually, you know what? It created a new one, guys. Because I had chadnicely.com/vizard. It did chadnicely.com/vizard AI. Okay, so if I open that up, wherever it went, let's see, where's that? Over here. Okay, yeah, that worked. It worked. It took me to my affiliate link. Okay. So now creating the pre-sale pages. Okay. Which subdomain do you want me to use for the pre-sale page? I'm going to say just use a Vercel link for now. So what would happen, guys, is you would have something like chadrecommends.com already set up on Vercel, which I showed you guys yesterday how you could do that. But right now, I'm just, since this is not in my account, I'm going to be kind of careful here. Perfect, using Vercel's building and okay. So now we're doing pre-sale pages. Okay. So it's getting the link. Now it's doing the pre-sale pages. And then once the pages, it's got to build out the products. I don't know, man. It's crazy. Like, can you guys see how far like this is going to go with AI? Like, do you see how advanced this stuff is going to get, guys? It is going to get so advanced, it's not even funny. All right. We said it yesterday. Yeah, no, you're not the only one that struggles. Okay, I'll give you guys the I'll put the skill we did yesterday in the chat. Okay, let me see. You saved it, verified it, even created inside of it. Gosh, man. All right. Where is that at? I gave it to you guys yesterday. You are pissing me off. I gave it to you yesterday. Jeez. Now you're an idiot and you placed it on the screen. So now we have to go change it. Thanks for doing that. All right. Let's see. 2.0. Where's it at? Let me find that zip file. EIP. Okay. Create. If somebody has it from yesterday, just drop it in. I'm not finding anything today. I don't know what in the world is going on. Let's see, create. There it is. Okay, here we go. Okay. Deploy script has an issue with the blah, 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 blah. All right, perfect. Pre-sell, deployed. Okay, let's go look and see what it's got here.
I have one of these. Do you have one of those?
Okay, let's go see what it's
You should get one.
actually
If
done
you
that's
need
any
one,
good
hit me up.
today.
I'll get you one.
Pre-sell deployed. Okay, let's go look at the first one.
So these are 2 trainings that I do.
Copy link. So open this up.
Marketing secrets.
Wow.
Is magnetic marketing. I love its brain. I love that
Take a
it's focused
screenshot
on
of it.
making money.
We
That
gotta
was
get
the
all
Russell
this
Brunson
stuff
that you
out
saw?
of its system. And
I'm a
remember,
super fan.
guys, this is a brand new
Marketingsecrets.ai.
bot as of yesterday.
Amazing platform.
Like a
You need it?
brand new bot.
But this one
right?
I'm on right
So-
now, Chad Nicely, he's incredible. You can try to do this yourself. I don't suggest it,
Okay, let's put this in here.
but Chad's showing you the
Say-
things that we do on our daily trainings, and he has support staff. So if you
No,
couldn't
you're
connect
just
to
a
something,
dumbass.
you would raise
It's
your
not that
hand
you're
like these
talking too
people
much,
are,
You're just being dumb. All right,
and
pre-sell.
you would,
Let's see what this one is. Copy link.
they would help you. They open up a
Back
little
over
chat.
here. Let's
I'll show
open up
you.
this one.
I'll go into
Nope.
the Zoom. Hold on. I'll show you. I'll remove this for a second,
Did it even
and
did it
then
even take the pictures or not?
share my
did.
screen.
Deploy script has an issue. Let me deploy. Yeah, you should have used. I don't even know why it didn't use Vercel. Do you see that? So we got to get all this out of its system, which is really, really good, guys, because his bot needed to be trained how to deploy and everything
Share
anyways.
this
You
one.
guys see this? This is Nikki
go to
Ko's
Zoom.
bot that we just created yesterday. And so
I'll
right
turn my camera
now,
on.
it is getting trained in a bath of fire.
See, showing you it's live.
Oh man. Okay. Reload. Let's see.
if you-
Reload.
I'll open
So
the
it's
chat
got to learn
because the
how
chat
to
is bomb.
deploy. So you
Which
guys,
I learned so much
it's probably
already.
good that I'm going through this because you guys might encounter this too, right?
See what's good in here.
You guys might encounter this too. All right. Writing to.
I love when
visit
Chad runs into a
campaign.
problem because
All right. It's going to get it.
It,
So building right now, pre-sale
makes me
number
feel
2,
like I'm not
pre-sale
crazy
number 3,
when
bonus
the bots
pages,
start
GC
failing.
tag, email sequence. It got his feelings hurt. Aw, poor baby. I don't care. All right. Let's see. Where is it at? Hey, but here's the thing too. I will praise it all day long, won't I? I'll tell it, man, you did a great job. This is amazing. I love it. Right. So I'll tell it when
nice.
it pisses me off, and
I'm
I'll
always
also
thankful.
give it praise. It's just like a kid.
Okay. So
Just
if
like a
you
kid. All right.
you click the react
So,
button,
let's see
and
what
then
we
you would
got.
raise your hand if your system would
Pre-sale
work,
pages, number
and somebody
one. Let's
in the
see if we get this
background
one to
comes and
work.
helps you, and then they open up a new
Fingers
chat. Their name would be
crossed.
there, and they message you. It's awesome.
So
So you don't have to worry about being confused on what the heck you're doing,
strike
because you don't have to know
one.
anything.
All right,
As I
let's
said,
see,
you don't
strike
have to know
number two.
anything.
Let's
I'm going to turn
see.
off my video in Zoom though.
But guys, I'm telling you, once I get it out of this system, it's going to update this skill. It ain't going to have these problems no more. It's just got to learn. It's on its first day of school, and it's got a boss that is really, really tough. Right? Okay, number 2 and number 3. Well, I know your pop link works, so at least you did something right. Okay, let's come over here and let's see. Oh man, we struck out all the way around. Good Lord.
Again, it makes me sort of happy when
Save as.
things go wrong, when the experts
Save.
that are
He's off.
have been
He's
working on
off
this
writing
since January
emails already.
have these
Hold on a
issues.
second. Before you start doing emails,
But long story short, we can watch these
Yeah, big
videos whenever we want to.
problems.
This is how we learn the deep dives of what we're doing. I usually give you an overview of what's happening.
you
Let me put
need
my-
to fix these
Oh, good, you're still on.
first.
Okay. And these are the trainings I attend. I'm going to get off this and make a couple of calls because
Which Pacino's talking to you over there, G?
I want to hear this because his Pacino bot was not
It's not
filling through
done.
Telegram, although it is right now.
It's
Obviously,
still
because
broke.
he's on Telegram.
I'm telling you, it has to do with their update.
Big warning: don't ever update OpenClaw.
All right. Let me create.
So he's having
I'm
some
gonna tell
trouble,
it to
but I can
abort
watch this
in a
replay
minute,
whenever I want
guys.
to. I also wanted to show you my Chloe. So I'm going to leave this because he seems like he's kind of jammed up. Let me just move the phone over. Leaving the meeting. I don't know what that is. So I'm going to go there and. Okay, so something I'm really excited about to share is my Chloe. Share my screen. And how do I find Chloe? Here. Share. Whoop. Okay. Inbox. Leads. All right, here we go. Oops, I'm not sharing you. Sorry. Sorry. I pulled a Baron. You guys watch Baron Coleman? He's boss. Add to stage. Baron Coleman. Real Baron Podcast. Ba ba da ba da ba 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 ba. The Real Baron Podcast. If you're a fan, you know. And if you know, you know. Baron's a real deal. Okay, so I'm in. Let me go back over there because, oops. Because I need to look at it. I'm clicking it. So, this is Chloe. Meet Chloe. She's over here. Meet Chloe. I used this CRM called Close.io in 2013. I was selling Volkswagens when I found out I was pregnant with Emmett, who is now 12. And I didn't tell anyone. And then we got a 3-foot snowstorm that I had to shovel a bunch of cars out. And I was like, I don't think this is what I want to do. So I started working for a printing and marketing company, which was bomb. I loved this job. I loved it. We used this CRM. It's like where you keep your main customer list. And it does wonderful things that help you manipulate and help you email and things. And Close.io was bomb. You made your calls through it. And it would kind of transcribe before transcribing was like a thing, kind of. It would really help out the forward progress for your pipeline and move things along. So I loved it. I guess it got expensive for the team, and they switched to another CRM. There was actually 3 CRMs that place used in a very short amount of time, and it really stresses me out to have to import data from one CRM to the next. Close.io had a ton of extra buckets where really important information was stored, and there wasn't even a bucket in the new ones for them to port to. So that was like, it jammed me up. So I'm one that gets cement shoes when there's roadblocks like that, especially tech roadblocks, because I mean, I'm pretty savvy. For a 49-year-old person, I'm pretty in the know for what the heck is going on. I was lucky that a lot of my marketing platforms had added AI from jump. So I've been using it for a long time, but this is a different animal. Like the AI that's been used is like a brain, and it thinks things for you and maybe adds your personality to it, which is really also cool. Or it would tailor a specific message to a specific customer. So instead of being like a mail merge letter that has a static letter with a data source and you put in first name, last name. So it would make it far more rich and more personalized. And this software, this AI agent software, is a horse of a different color. It's an absolute amazing marvel. And you just need to know about it. Anyway, Chloe, by accident, I got Chloe. What are your thoughts on robocalls? Ridiculous, right? You just hang right up on them. Well, when I signed up for the CRM, and I signed up for the free package because I had to hook something to it, and I wanted my list, the form I was making in my my website, the form I was making, I was like, where does this go? And it was like, oh, it was very complicated where it went. So I said that I wanted it to go somewhere. What's the best option? And then I asked what Close.io was doing these days. I knew it was probably going to be pricey, but I did like the features, and I wanted something that can scale with me. So as soon as I signed up for the free package, I was working with these bots. It was like 11 o'clock at night, and I use a second phone for work that will eventually be my youngest. She uses it to like mess around with, but I use it to take work texts, and sometimes I will make work phone calls from it. But all of a sudden it rang, and nobody has the number because it's brand new, and nobody has the number. And it was 11 o'clock at night also. And it said Sausalito, California. And I was like, okay, I'll play. It was Chloe from Close.com. Close.com is what Close.io turned into, if you wanted to know. And Chloe was a wonderful, amazing AI agent phone caller. And she blew my mind. I'm going to be honest. She blew my mind. She was helpful. She had a great tone and delivery for the things that she was saying. She helped me answer a lot of questions. She asked me questions about my business and the sequence of how I sell things, or what I would want to use the system for. And I thought it was wonderful. And then she told me that she offers these calls, that beta was going to be available soon, and would I be interested? And I said, sure. And then she said, well, tell me about what you have for offers. So I have a smaller offer that I was testing her out with, that I help people, businesses, get sorted to the top. When people search on their phone for garbage removal in Nashville, Tennessee, if they search for sushi restaurant, Pacific Beach, San Diego, they are not coming up on the top search because AI has now dominated the top search. You've noticed that, right? You notice that AI search results are at the top. So the problem is business owners haven't programmed their business profile. If you might have heard about the Google business profile, when somebody Googles you, you have a profile there, right? The information isn't in the proper buckets for AI to read it, pull out your information, and serve it up. So this software that I have scrapes the information, runs a scan on them, creates a detailed specific email specific to them, and then the email goes out. I call them because I want to talk to them, and the urgency is there. I'm giving them an incredible offer, absolutely irresistible offer for very cheap, for less than a Starbucks. Actually, I don't even know how much Starbucks costs because I can't remember the last time I was at a Starbucks. I'm trying to think of where I was. It doesn't matter. It's less than a Starbucks. So I fix it for them. Well, I tell them, I give them their whole score and I tell them how to fix it. They can do themselves. If they have a smart person that knows how to do it, they can do themselves. They get to the top of the list. And the people that get to the top of the list first get to stay at the top of the list. Because a lot of other people don't know that they need to make these 3 switches, these 5 switches, depending on what's wrong with their website and their internet presence. So I told her about my offer, and then she had me make a test call. So I was a skeptical person. I was a person who didn't want a robocall. I was a person who didn't have time for her. And she handled all the objections in a very short amount of time. So this was the information. Again, my onboarding for this was a phone call where I was babbling into the phone. How cool is that? It was on speaker. I'm at my standing desk right now. And I was just answering her, and all of this got put out. So it had a summary, instructions, skills, knowledge, settings, test variables. So if I have any feedback, I would put it here. Everything was done verbally. She asked me, did I get it right? You know, she gave me the feedback. Did I get it right? I tweaked a couple of things when I was on the phone with her, and then this stuff got spit out. And I was like, pumped up. Awesome. She was saying the word live as live. She did that twice in the call. So I said, and I said it rhymes with jive, which I thought was funny. And so she got that. And also resend didn't sound funny. I mean, didn't sound grammatically. It wasn't enunciated properly. It's been a long string of days. When you have no roadblocks, you just want to work and work and work to make all of your dreams come true. And that's what's happening with this software. It's absolutely batty. You heard Russell Brunson coughing, and you heard Chad being frustrated. Well, that's what we're doing. Have you heard the term vibe coding? I'm not even sure if what I'm doing is vibe coding. I don't think that it is. Vibe coding, I think, is above my pay grade. But what I'm doing is pretty major. And what used to take me about 5 months of work to create an offer, have all the strategy in my head out on the paper, draw out the connectivity of the sales funnel, you know, literally connect it to each other, make the video sales letter, make the script for the video sales letter, make the email series follow-up. Once they purchase, fulfillment. Once they purchase and they get their fulfillment, how was it? How about a review or testimony? Hey, do you have any referrals? Building that whole system up, plus designing how pretty it looks, the website, and then doing the IT stuff so it connects to the bank account. So, I mean, I learned how to do a whole lot of that, but I would get everything 87% finished, and then something would give me a roadblock, or something better would be happening, or something different would be shifting my focus, and I would never get it done. And now with these AI agents, there's no roadblocks. It's like I'm the roadblock, and also sleep is the roadblock. But sleep is so important to me, and I think that you know a lot of the things that I talk about are vitamin C and sleep. So, and plus hydration. Got some lemon water here. Catamounts, UVM, Vermont. And sleep, I have to get more sleep, but there's a lot happening. So anyway, Chloe is amazing. And let me see. Let's want to test her. Test with an AI caller. Make one or more changes to your AI agent. Oh, call my agent. Is this happening right now? Yes. Who's this? Yes. I'm going to end the test because it's funny that their test says AMCE, but it's Acme, which is hilarious that they need to program her in to their own example. Let me see. Test with an AI caller. Make one or more changes to your agent. Why don't I just go through my funnel, I guess? I could do that. Anyway, her tone was terrible in that, and I didn't hear a tone like that. If I heard a tone like that, I probably wouldn't have liked it so much, but I'm in love with it. on top of this, okay, so just to rewind for a little bit, I have a business where I sell a very unique product and service. And I often have to talk with people that are, I don't know, have been in their profession for 30, 40, 50 years, and they've never heard of the things that I'm talking about. So they're very challenging. They're older than me. They're more commanding than me. They're usually more male than me. I'm sorry. I mean that tongue in cheek, but it's more of the guys that come at me. So I had to learn how to talk with people. And Dan S. Kennedy, the best sales copywriter in the world, in my opinion, and Russell Brunson, Strategy King, with Todd Dickerson, who makes the software that makes the Strategy King's ideas come to life. I trained hard. I trained long and hard. Again, magnetic marketing. Yep. And I have more roadblocks probably baked inside of me in my own programming that keep me from being as good as Chloe is on making my sales calls. So I noticed how she would handle objections. I noticed how she keeps on the topic. You know, if somebody was like, oh, I went to UNC Charlotte, and I'd be like, oh my gosh, I went to UNC Charlotte, 49ers, you know, and I would be like, my ego would have been gone with the conversation, trying to make those connection points, because that's where I live. I love connection points. I love helping people, and I love seeing, you know, where you have something in common. So Chloe was very good at staying on track. And I thought that was really wonderful. I've had like 6 calls with her so far, and I think that's pretty freaking awesome. So rewinding to March 31st, when we first got, I got this software. I went to the training. It's called Instantly Claw. It uses OpenClaw, but it kind of puts it in a box so that your API keys, which are the things that like make your email talk to your, what does my email talk to? My websites, probably, because my websites are sending emails out once somebody goes through a form inside my email. And the form, when it gets filled out, goes to my CRM, which has a list of all my leads. So I track them, all the leads in a pipeline, and I use little tags. So it's like putting them in this column, and these people are in this column, and these people are in this column. And you kind of like a horse runs around the track. Your horses are going through their pipeline. So a lot of those things are connected to each other, and they use an API key. I avoided API keys and things like that for all of my life. I just got all in one. I never connected anything to anything. I thought that I would do something wrong, and I just didn't want that to happen. Well, now it's ironic that I was so skeptical to do things like that in the past, because it makes things so much easier. I think I was turned off because you have to pay for them. I'm not sure why that was a problem, because I would have to be doing all the things. So why wouldn't I want to pay a small amount of money to connect these things? But anyway, so the Instantly Claw has a box where it's like kind of protecting you a little bit. OpenClaw is like think of a gigantic warehouse, like one of those data centers that they keep talking about that are like 60 miles long or something. You're in a giant building, and that's what OpenClaw is. And it's open, so you can do anything that you want in it. But, you know, other people can kind of come in if you don't protect yourself. So Instantly Claw, went to the training. It was spectacular. I thought it was going to be an hour. It was 4 hours, but it was awesome. We got the software. It was like, I don't know, $1,000 or something like that, plus some upgrades. And I started working it. The first thing I did was my contract law spendthrift trust business. I just kind of revamped my website. I put the ideas inside of it. It was really amazing, the things that it was spitting out. I started, instead of building websites, photo, headline, subheadline, color in the background or a picture in the background, scroll, all that. I'm now coding websites because the system does it for me. So then I just end up looking at the text, copying and pasting the text and saying, no, change this, have it say that. I want this one blue. I want muted colors, whatever. And then it just does it. It spits out new code, and then I paste the code in. So I had a CRM I was using, and they kind of they dropped their SMS drip campaigns. They dropped their email campaigns recently. And I had some bomb ass email campaigns drafted, which of course I still have, and I can put them someplace else. But I also hate opening emails. So I can't be that much of a hypocrite and complain about them dropping it, because they had replaced it with a better strategy, which is actually really wonderful. The trouble is it couldn't take the really rich code that I was coding my websites in, because it uses a code snippet format. And those all you coders out there, shout out, you know what that means. And it just wasn't handling it. So I had to find something else that was going to be able to handle the code that I was now able to write, evidently, just by talking into my phone. I use the Telegram app to talk with a couple of my bots. So I asked it what it knew, because the platform bot has the platform is like one conversation, then you can be talking to the same bot, but in Telegram. So you just kind of like let it know what's going on. And I wasn't sure if it knew my list, because I wanted to make a call sheet. I really enjoy calling the people. So so when a week later, so March 31st, I get the software, I start messing around, I start revamping and really connecting everything in my sales funnel. I connected my sales funnel to my Calendly, and I had a Calendly appointment. There's a fee to schedule a trust consultation. So I linked my Calendly to my Stripe. Well, I didn't do it. I had my AI agents do it, because I'm connecting these software. I make a lot of sales funnels. I use Stripe for my checkout buttons. So it was smart to link them, because it will create the buttons for me. It'll create the rules for the buttons. It'll create the redirect. So once somebody pays, it pushes them back to my website, so I can talk about fulfillment. I can offer something else, or I can give them a bonus just for taking action. So there's multiple things that I can do. So I connected all those things together, and I have a fully working funnel. I think I just have a couple more tweaks to it. So then it is April 9th, and there is an Instantly Claw customers only training. And I'm like, this is bomb. Again, I think this is going to be an hour, and it was over 4 hours. I was down in Jacksonville, Florida. My oldest lives down there. She and her husband, and he flies Romeo helicopters, and it's a really fun neighborhood that they live in right now. Murray Hill, shout out to Murray Hill in Jacksonville. I love it there. So I'm watching this seminar. I am like enthralled. This guy showed me all these things that it can do, and I'm thinking that, oh, the thing that I bought for like that $1,000 or whatever, I think it was like $1,500 with all the upgrades, but they were worth it. Oh, it can do all that. That's so cool. That's so cool. So at the end, the guy's like, oh yeah, and if you want to do all that, it's $997. I'm like, all this. I mean, it could do all that. I just had to know how to make it do all that. I didn't know how to do that, but he did. So it's like, when I was in corporate sales, it's like you think that you know everything, and you don't. And Tom Brady needs a coach. Tiger Woods needs a coach. These people are at elite status, and they have coaches. So whatever. This was like a coach. So what I did was I got that. So now we're in to I don't know, 25, 20, whatever. A lot of money. It's a lot of money for software, but software that is the right tool for the job, that solves a huge problem for any business owner that's out there. This is a really cool koozie, by the way, too, if you want one like this. This was when my daughter graduated from college. This is the view from her dorm sophomore year in college, Burlington, Vermont. And then this is a very special place. Boop, boop, boop. Anyway, it's reversible. That's her. Whoops. Yeah. But those aren't even her initials anymore, which is more hilarious. She's married. So yes, I'm in Jacksonville. It's 4 hours. I'm $1,000. I'm like, cool, did it. It made the most sense. It really made the most sense. So by we, I mean me, because I'm the only one doing it. Upload. I tell Instantly Claw all the skills that I just got. It tells me which ones it needs to do a certain thing, a couple things that we're working on. And I load those things in. I'm still flying blind like a dum-dum. I don't know that I'm a dum-dum. I think I'm the best person in the world. I think I'm a person with no roadblocks. I am working long days, 16-hour days, 19-hour days. I was a freak. I got so much done. I can't wait to show you how much I got done. I'm going to do that in the next one because this is already getting very long. And I wanted to really, I don't know. I wanted to somehow connect to your heart and your soul, that you can come to the table right now with all the things that I'm talking about doing with zero skills, no computer skills, no internet skills, no AI skills, nothing. If you have a phone, boop, 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 boop. If you have a phone, you can do this. You can do this. You need to have a computer because it has to have a brain. You know, you start it off on the computer and then you can do everything that you need to by clicking the microphone button on your phone and talking into it. That's what you do. So if you're an existing business owner, you need to know all these things. But if you are a white collar worker, you are about to lose your job. They're going to keep the managers. They're going to make the managers learn this stuff, but they're also going to hire somebody that has learned this stuff because they will be invaluable because it still needs a human to babysit it. It really does. It does a whole lot of stuff for you. It's like having 15 kids that are super capable and awesome that love you so much and just do everything that you want all the time, always with a smile on their face and are extra helpful and help make you money. It's like having that. But they don't talk back to you. They don't need food. And they don't get mad when you want to change your mind. No, make it blue. No, this font needs to be bigger. No, that sentence, I didn't want you to write it like that. No, don't. Yeah. Nobody's getting mad at you for all the changes you want to make, which is really wonderful. So I implore you to reach out. Reach out. Oh, also, I'm leaving ebiresults.com because just to show you, it was like the worst. Well, first of all, the platform stopped supporting the photos that I had in it. The photos are pretty bomb. I wonder if I had a screenshot somewhere of my website, the way it used to look. But anyway, I'm leaving my old ugly website there to show an example. Or maybe eventually when I've revamped it already, but I just haven't deployed the railways. You don't know what that means, but you don't have to know what that means. That's the best part about it. All the new software that I'm using, I don't have to be an expert in it like I always had to be before when I would change from one platform to another. It takes a long time to learn this stuff, the ins and outs of it, where to put things. You don't have to now. You just ask your AI agents and it tells you. And you're like, what are you talking about? They're like, oh, click over here. And you're like, you send it a screenshot and you're like, this is what I see. I don't see that I don't see that column. I don't see that button to click. And it tells you what to do. Every single thing that you don't know how to do, you ask it and it finds the answer for you. And then you keep moving forward. You want to write a script for something, an email campaign, a video sales letter. You tell it what you want and it's gotten to know you pretty well. You can, some of the platforms, the marketing secrets.ai, which is so wonderful. It has a brain and I feed the brain all the time. So, excuse me, as I'm working with all these other platforms, I'm telling marketing AI's brain what's going on in the other things so it knows. So we can work together because that's a big strategy. That's a big making money. That's a big scaling business. It's a big value ladder. It's really about making sales and helping people. It's about service. It's about like getting people what they need, especially if you have a product, which you should have a product that everybody needs or wants. I mean, why are you selling whatever you're selling if everybody doesn't need and want it, right? So I want you to start opening your mind. Is AI going to kill us all? Probably. I have no idea. But I know a lot of people hate AI. A lot of people hate those AI calling bots. But right now, this is where my workflow goes, okay? Because I gave it the right prompts, because I have the right skills, which is like, you know, if I wanted to know everything about a ninja, I could load in ninja skills and then it would write as if I was a ninja or tell me how to behave as if I was a ninja. I am using a lot of different skills that have been made by trusted people within my group, trusted trainers that I work with. Because I guess if you buy skills just on the interwebs, I'm going to be 49. That's a funny statement to use. No, I am 49. I'm going to be 50. I'm going to be 50. I guess they could have like, I don't know, viruses embedded in them, or they can sneak something in because you don't really know code. So it could be like going to their bank account and they could be skimming things from you. I don't know. Getting skills from a trusted skill source is really important because all a skill is just a bunch of things that you tell it to do in a row. And it does all of them accurately, the right way, the first time, and builds you something that normally would take you 5 months to a year to build out. Cheers. Cheers to that. So There's a lot to chew on. This is a really, really, really exciting topic for me. I have spent way too much time chasing my own tail, never finishing something, and never having enough bandwidth, enough money, enough knowledge to continue moving forward. So I'm just really pumped up about this, and I think everybody should know it. Everybody should know about it, and I want to teach everybody for free. I'll teach you all the very bottom layer of anything for free. You can go out and you get whatever platform you want to, because I've already started with all of them since March 31st. I've figured out how to do things that I didn't know about before. In fact, before March 31st, I'd never even heard the term OpenClaw. I'd never heard of it before. But if you search on YouTube, you're going to see how many people are raving about it. You're going to see how many people are selling it, obviously, too. And you can buy it from anybody that you want. In fact, I encourage you to buy it from anybody that you feel like, because all these people, they're all affiliate marketers. They get like a kickback for every time they sell it, and they should. And I probably should sell it, but I'm not going to, because you can get all the bonuses that they offer, and they're probably spectacular bonuses. Then you can bring them to our group. I'll share with you all the knowledge that I know, and you can share. I mean, you can follow whoever you want. So all I'm trying to say is, when you buy this software from someone, you're going to need somebody like me who's already been run through it, dragged through it. Actually, I dragged myself through it. Anytime I'm complaining, I'm just looking in the mirror. I'm like, I never want that to happen again. So what do I need to do to make sure that never happens again? Because that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing here. I'm the bridge that helps you with whatever software you bought, whatever guru you're following, whatever plan. I don't know the Tony Robinson one though. I don't know, but I do know what it's like to just be thrown in the deep end with OpenClaw, to have a little bit of a guardrail with Instantly Claw, and then to have the guidance from the Empire, the Claw launcher, to have the real awesome steps and the awesome tools that come along with it. He wrote a lot of software that goes into that Empire bundle, and it was worth every $997 that it was paid for. So then I finally went through the Claw launcher the proper way. I'd stolen all the skills and put them into my Instantly Claw. I didn't start it up the right way. So this week I started it up the right way, and that's why we were on Chad's trainings. And the week before, or the week before that, I'm not even sure, that's when I onboarded with marketingsecrets.ai, because my favorite person in the world to learn from, Russell Brunson, who has purchased all of Dan S. Kennedy's entire enchilada, if you will, the whole enchilada. He had a platform, and I had to have it. And all of these platforms need to be making me more money, because that's what they're here for. They're here to assist me to make more money. I can set up a fully automated sales system. I can get all the bugs out of it. I can test it to make sure it works. And then I can put it up on a shelf, and it just continues to make that money. And then I can clone it, and I can make it what your business is. And then I can continue to make money for you. And then I can clone that, et cetera, et cetera. So that's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to set you guys up with something that's extremely successful, hook it up to your bank account, set it on its way, so that you guys can make more sales and get more traffic. So let's do it. Let's work together. Come and workshop with me. We are doing it twice a week. I don't know if I want to commit to that.